Is it somebody right on my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, how are you? Well, I hope fabulous. I really do, because I had a wonderful day, a day of rest and relaxation. But that's where I live. I live on rest and relaxation. How about you, baby? How's your summer coming?
Yeah, my summer coming along. It's very cloudy. Well, actually, summer hasn't officially
Well, it's
started.
not, but you're out of
Yes.
school, so
My summer has started off rainy and gloomy.
oh well. But nevertheless, we're here. And as you know, we're here to talk about Ray J. One of my favorite people, one of my favorite characters that, I just might as well just have a list and just say Ray J. He's one of my favorite people in the world to watch. But I feel as though Ray J, how can I explain this? You all call them devils and demons and that. I call them archons. I've learned that by just studying a whole new way of looking at scriptures. Well, anyway, this is archons. Archons are like beings. You can't see them, but they're like beings that thrive off of your energy. It's like we're food for them. You get spirit, but they feed off of our energy. So their job is to make you angry, to get you upset, to keep you in flux, to keep you, because the worse you are, the more you're feeding into their energy. You're like food for them. We're like made for food. And until you can set your mind free and say, hey, I'm not going to give into this anymore. I'm not going to give into, I'm going to change. I'm going to fight. I'm going to be a better person. You got to change your mind, because they feed off of the energy. And even though you can't see it, you're putting out energy all day long, all different colors and everything you do. And so if you don't want these archons to come and attack you, then you have, because they're just there. And I like to look at them like the house where evil dwells. That was an old movie I saw. And these forces do is that in the movie they were demons.
Yes.
They would sit around and start a fight with you. And then when they start a fight, they would jump inside your body. They would come in your body. And even though you think they are doing the fighting with each other. Mm-hmm. And as soon as they get you ready to fight or do something crazy, they jump outside of the body and watch and feed off of that energy. And they live it over and over and over, never ever being able to obtain light, never ever being able to see the light. They're in darkness. They couldn't even see the light if it was shining in their face, because they're in chains of darkness. And so what I say two things. This is my own personal opinion. I feel as though Ray J is grieving over something. I feel strongly. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he done something. I don't know if he knows something. I don't know if he was a part of something. Whatever it is, I just feel as though he's in a place of unforgiveness for himself. That's what it looks like. It looks like it looks like to me that Ray J is trying to take himself out. Mm-hmm. As if he feels as though he's not worthy to live. I used to think it was the Kim Kardashian. I don't think that's it. I don't know what it is. I used to think it was Whitney Houston. Mm-hmm. I used to think it was his wife. I don't know what it is, because this is somebody that don't place value in money. He can make it, and as quick as he make it, like he said, if he ain't investing it, then it don't mean nothing to him.
Yep.
So he can make money. He does these things. Why? I don't know. As you know, I just want to say our boy is in the hospital. And I was concerned about that.
And
I want to know, why would he do this to himself? He know he have a bad heart. It's just at this point, and then they're saying, people saying, don't feel sorry for Ray J. You should feel sorry for him, because you clearly see he's not well. Something is eating up this man's soul.
Yes.
It's eating him alive, and we're watching it, and we just don't know. It's nothing we could do. Ray J have to want to fight, but it just seemed like they got such a hold of him, and who knows? It could be thousands of them that just feeding off of him, that's in it and just feeding off of his energy. And the ultimate goal is to feed until there is no more Ray J, until he's gone. And I just think that Ray J have to want to fight. And I just don't think he is. Now, there was a time where Ray J was fighting and he was looking for God and looking for answers and getting counseling. And I don't really think anybody ever really got him the way that he needs to be gotten. But it just seemed like it's like he's on a mission of self-destruction. And you know, it's so weird for a man that is be so attractive.
Yeah.
A woman's magnet, that got money, can dress, everything, talented, beloved by millions, hated by people, but just beloved overall. A name that he built for himself. And what's that word? I want to use it when somebody, infamous. He's infamous for going viral at any means necessary.
Yeah.
Getting himself knocked out in the ring, whatever he wasn't even trained for. He had a gut. He's just going down, and it just seems like something is eating at his soul. Something is keeping him in this perpetual decline. And if you look at it, he looks like he doesn't like himself. He looked like he can't stand himself. But the funniest thing is that he believes, in my opinion, that if he continued to live like this or go down this road, that even if he died, he think that death will be the ultimate. But know this, you'll never die. You'll never die. The body will die, but the essence of you shall live on. You are pure energy. Energy wasn't created, so therefore it cannot be destroyed. And so, yes, our bodies die, but the essence of us will live on in another dimension, in another space or time. And so I'm here to just try to figure out, I know what's wrong with Ray J. Ray J is nothing but food for, as you would call them, demons. He has sold out. He has given up. I knew that when Ray J got knocked out, I thought it was the funniest thing, honestly. Because at first I thought he was playing. Like, I thought, oh, come on. He ain't had no to saw stage. But when I saw that knot rise up on his head, I knew that was some real stuff. That was real. He really hit him, you know. And I knew that when the man started, like at first, dancing and running, like, but then when the man started laughing at him, and I knew the man said he sized you up and know he gonna take you out. The moment that he started laughing, I would have said, oh, game over.
That is true. But shortly after that, it was knockout.
It was knockout. He started laughing and taunting him. And I don't know why Ray J do these things. I don't know. It just seemed like he's on a death mission. Let's see what the cards say. So he's in the hospital now, baby. Come, make sure you put a picture up. He's in the hospital, and I will never give up on him. Why? Because I know that I don't want, the only way I could say it in a Christian way where you could see it, in my opinion, you remember the man in the Bible that talked about he had like 1,000 legions? And when they asked him, how many are you? And he said, we are many, we are legions. I feel as though if you watch him, it's all in his eyes. It's everywhere. And the one thing they have just taken over his body. That's the best way I can explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the cards say.
Working through Ray J.
They're working through him, and because he's a yielded vessel, and I believe for somebody to get to that place, there is something really, really dark that you're sitting on, and maybe nobody don't know, or maybe you'll never share. And the thing is, Ray J seems like he tells us a lot.
It does seem
He tells us a lot, but this just comes off a little like there is just something deep or something that happened that he is never going to talk about. Who know what that could be? Maybe it's nothing, but I just feel as though it's something deep. But this card is going to represent Ray J. We see the Knight of Wands. So we see somebody that's cocky. We see somebody that's innovative. We see somebody that can make money, can roll over money, but we definitely see that this is somebody who can make money. This is somebody who's creative, who's motivated, who some words here that just got the spark and the tenacity and the energy to go for it. But right now, I think he's starting to understand that he may not have that kind of energy, and if he want, he gonna have to slow down, because I see him right now in a recuperative state. Too much. He did too much. He's doing too much, and it also could be that Ray J is also in denial of his health. I don't know how he could be, but he could just be in denial of his health. But we do see that he is in recovery right now. And because he done burnt himself out, he did too much. He done did too much. Oh, see, another thing, this is temperance right here. And so this lets me know he operates on the extremes. And this is what I'm saying about these, you call them demonic spirits, I call them archons. They are just demons. They feed off of humans. We're food for them. They feed off of our emotions. They feed off of our anger, our hate, our resentment. They feed off of anything that draws blood. They feed off of it. And they begin to suck our lives so we die. And they just continue to feed off of that. And like I said, the house where evil dwell. But I definitely see here, we have the elements, and we see there is air and water. And we're seeing that, what sign is he?
He's a Capricorn.
He's a Capricorn, but he's earth. But you see right now, he's out of balance. He goes to the extremes. And I truly believe that that is a sickness. A sickness. I truly believe that it's a sickness. I think he goes to the extremes. He become manic. He become manic. And I don't think that he even think rational when he becomes manic. And like I said, here I see the 7. And here I see that he has a lot of things, a lot of fears, a lot of things in his head. I think that his mind races. I think he has his mind race. And I think that he doesn't know what to do with it. So I don't know if he's drinking or whatever he's doing, but I do know that he tried to medicate the thoughts that go through his head so rapidly. And I truly believe that Ray J is a shadow of himself. I think that Ray J done gotten lost in this. I really do. You have a question? And then I'll read his outcome. Okay. What did you think?
That was very good. And I definitely like when you said that Ray J has gotten lost in this.
He's lost. They are eating him up. Actually, we see that these archons, or you call them demons or spirits, negative, they are sucking the life out of him. They're eating him up alive right before our faces. And that may sound spiritual, but I'm a spiritualist and I do believe in it. I just call them archons because I know that we are food for them. And I know they feed on all of us. When you're angry, when you're broken, when you're sad, when you're sick, they feed on it. They get their energy on it, turning you against each other, making you hate. They thrive. It's like, ooh, we are smorgasbords for them. And then when we are no longer no good, then they are eat until they destroy us till we are gone. But once you begin to understand this is what you're dealing with, you are food for them and you are a slave to them. And until you understand that you have to fight your way, fight the good fight, and not let that negativity, and you fall, but you get down, they'll eat you up alive. So many die early because the power of these things, these are beings, the fallen ones.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too deep, but these are fallen angels. These are fallen ones, and they even got greater ones that's coming. That these things has ruled the earth at one point. But don't let me get too deep.
Yes, that was good.
So,
my question for Ray J is he?
Take your time, sis. Take your time.
I think this is the best way I can phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
Has Ray J decided to sell himself for the money?
Well, this is the 9 of Cups, and this is somebody to me that's got all the money they need. They can make money. It ain't money. It isn't money. It's something that he wants. This is a wish card. It's something that he wants. This ain't got nothing to do with money. Nothing. Clearly, it ain't money. It ain't money, clearly. He done been up, he done been down. It ain't money. And he come from money, so it ain't money. But it's something that he wants. It's something that he wishes. You know how you have somebody that have everything, but it's that one thing that they want and they are lost without it. Mm-hmm. They're broken without it. And all the money in the world can't buy it. Mm-hmm. This is what that is.
Okay.
So no, it's definitely not money. It's not money. It's something longed for, something he wanted. You could see the blue in the back, the water, the deepness. It's something that only he knows, or maybe he may feel as though he'll never obtain it, whatever that is. But he's still a shadow of a person, not whole.
Yes, I got a good follow-up question. Mm-hmm. Does Ray J want a do-over in life?
Ray J, do you want a do-over? Well, here's another 9. So now when we have 2 9s, that means there could be a competition within himself, because you have 2 9s, but then you have the 9 of spirit, of energy, of cups, which is emotions, spiritual things. And then you have the 9 of pentacles, which is the world. So it just seemed like between the spirit and the world, he's at conflict. Cups are spirit. They are spirit. There's your sensations, your emotions. They're spiritual things. And here you see, this is a man that has everything, but yet you see he has a red hat on for passion. There is something he lacks in all of his contentment. He still wants more. And whatever that is. And here you see the same thing with the 9, that this is somebody that has gotten everything, that got what they want in life. They don't have to necessarily be rich, but they live a very comfortable life. But you see, they're isolated themselves. So whatever that has done, whatever their riches have done, it has isolated them from their family in a way, And so even though they're not content. Neither one. They look great. They look like they got it all together, but both lacking something. This one is like, for me, in this case, this is like someone that has it all, but has separated themselves from the family, or the odd one out, or just doing the most, separated. And this one here is the same. It's like, I got everything, but if I only had one wish, I wish I could, and whatever that is. And that's the longing. So
it's like a bittersweet.
What do you mean?
Like he has everything, which is that sweet, that contentment, but then it's like there's something he's still missing. That's that bitterness.
We could say that. But we could also say that's just the balance, that neither one make him happy. He's not happy. He's not happy that he has all. He's not happy that, he got women that want him, men that want him. I mean, he's famous. He's always on TV. People talk good about him. TMZ would, he can always get a job. He ain't never going to starve for bread. So, because he can work. He is a worker beast. So it's not that he can make money. And then on the same hand with the fact that he can make money, he can make money. I mean, even if he broke, his broke will never be like my broke. Because if I say I'm broke, I got $10. I got $10. Okay, so he can't be that broke if he's spending a lot of money just to fight the Kim Kardashian. So you got to be real. Mm-hmm. And his family ain't broke, okay? So here, but all at the same time, this is somebody also that has, but spiritually lack, spiritually yearning, spiritually want something. So I see the physical world. I see the world. I see the exterior world and the inner world in conflict.
Okay. I like that.
That's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
I think his outer world and his inner world is at conflict with itself.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, this isn't for you to pull a card, but I just want to ask you in comparison. Could we compare Ray J to Kanye in the sense of
going off the rails? I would in the sense of the manic behavior. The only difference between them that I see, Ray J is not mean-spirited. He's not hateful. Where Kanye is mean and rage. He rages out. Where Ray J, he doesn't rage out. He just takes it out on himself. He crash out on himself. But he's never mean to anybody per se. I'm not saying he's not mean. I'm not saying that. Where Kanye will just start cussing and fussing and saying what he feel. Where Ray J won't do that. He'll start talking and maybe just not even making any sense. Mm-hmm. But he making sense, but you got to follow him. So I think they both are the same. And the fact I'm not a doctor, just my observing as a spiritual reader, I just see that they both become manic. Whatever that is. Do I think he's bipolar? I don't know. I can't label him, but I do know that there is something going on, and that's on the physical realm. But on the spiritual realm, he's being eaten alive by demonic spirits. He have opened up that. He done opened up the hole, and they are just jumping in and out of him. He could have lesions that's just in and out of him, using their body, and they will use it until there is nothing else left to be used, until he is formaldehyde dead. What else?
Yeah, no, I think that's all the questions I can
So let's see what the outcome card would be for Ray J. Mm-hmm. I see the 7. I see that until Ray J is tired.
Yep.
Until Ray J says, I'm not content with my life. Until Ray J cry out and say, I had enough. Until Ray J begin to say, I want more. I'm not pleased with me. I'm not satisfied with me. Mm-hmm. I want more. I'm worthy. I'm worthy to live. I'm willing to do what it takes. I'm willing to accept those things I can't change to make myself a better man. And until Ray J is willing to fight up against this negativity that he has going on with him, because it's nothing cute about it.
No.
It's absolutely horrifying to watch somebody crash out, knowing they have a bad heart, knowing he was just on TV just a couple months ago with an eye bleeding. Yep. And so much so people just say, oh, he's joking. That's because he's like that. He's the trickster. He's the type of person, he act like he's okay, but he's dying inside.
Mm-hmm. And literally before our eyes.
And before our eyes. But because he hide it, he hide his pain. He is truly a man that is broken. And it's hard to see because he does whatever he wants to do. Mm-hmm. And he is loved by people. So you can't understand it. But I'm telling you, I truly believe that there is something so deep in him that he never told. Who knows what it could be?
Mhm.
And I think it eats at him. And I think he think, okay, if I expose Kim, that's it. If I expose this and tell that, if I say I did this, if I say that, all of that's going to make me feel better. But it doesn't make him feel better because either it's something he's blocked out of his mind,
Oh, that's possible.
or I just know these demons, you call them demons, I call them archons, that are destroying him and eating him up alive right before our eyes, and we are watching it. So don't say that demonic spirits aren't real. Don't say mental ailment is not real, because we're looking right at it right before our eyes. And the outcome would be, I see that 7, and yep, it's about he's going to continue to go on and do what he do.
A lot of pentacles.
A lot of penance about money. He going to do what he going to do. He going to do what he want to do until he can't. Pentacle. And even here, when I said he set aside, he going to do what he want to do. He's a hardhead.
Mm-hmm.
And until he come to the place where he's tired, until he come to the place, but Ray J going to do anything for kicks and giggles,
Mm-hmm.
even if it risks his life. But he knows that could take his life. And if that's the way he want to die, then we'll all say he died the way he lived.
That's true.
That's the way he wanted it. And we all know it because we see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that I gave you another way to look at Ray J.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. You have something to say?
Yes, Rage, your sentiment at the very end kind of reminded me of the phrase YOLO, which basically means you only live once, which is you take chances, do risk, live life how you want to live it, because you only live once.
You only live once, at least in this body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that leaf that fall off the tree, it falls off the tree and yet it withers away and dies. But next year, around the same time, that same leaf will grow right back up on that tree. Same DNA, same tree, but the body changed.
Yeah.
So, well, I hope that gave you some kind of spiritual insight.
That
And
was
like
good.
I said, he's one of my favorite people. I like reading about him. I like talking about him. I find him entertaining. I find him daring. And yet I feel so sad for him. And you know what? When you look at brokenness, how can you judge? Regardless, he hurt himself.
Yes.
And it's a horror to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, Ray J. If you do, please give us a thumbs up. Please, we so appreciate it. Hype us up. Please hype us up. And if you haven't become a sunflower, please become a sunflower and become a seed and spiritual, beautiful seeds all over the earth. How do you do that? Just by being kind, saying a nice word, hello, saying good evening.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes.
God bless you. Be blessed. Grand day. Anything to make someone feel better.
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, leave your comments down below. And I think I said everything. Please give us a thumbs up. So appreciate it. And with that, you know, we sing, here's our jingle.
Yep.
Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And don't forget to thumb us up. Hey, sunflowers.